Estus Courier with a fair amount of items on it, but he will sunray up off the map. BZM tries to follow him, but the dinosaur's too fat. Gets dropped off the cliff, and Kaora using that little mechanic that we've known and loved for quite some time. Oh, Yuragi down bottom. Taking a hefty hit from Malik's Darkseer wall.
Yes, I love seeing someone cruise off the entire map and then just TP out. Feels great. I miss Spectres doing that all the time as well. Just run out, you know, disappear. Bat Riders.
Just exceptional stuff.
Looks like he's going for a Hex first. I don't care where he's. So going for the greedy play, you could say, of just holding on for a big item later on.
Meteor Hammer again mid. We've seen this so much. There's like Pure at the Bali Major, a bunch of other players. 3-3 picking up this Tide Hunter. Just going top tier 1, systematic into mid. Plant yourself in front of objectives. And you're forcing the hand of your opponents to make that choice. Like, do we put a hero there to kind of match and meet this to stop the waves coming in? Do we try and make plays on other sides of the map? And this gives that a little bit of room. You know, BZM and Tiger clearing out ancient camps, all because this Tide Hunter is a sticking point. He is a really irritating force on the map to be reckoned with by Quest.
I'm watching the small plays happen. So mid lane, he used Gush on Rubik, then ran around, hid behind the trees, and then meme hammered the tower. Rubik, too slow from the Gush, couldn't get around to cancel with the lift, and then he hits him with a haha voice chat afterwards. So DM is having some fun trying to bring this tower down on mid.
Weaseling himself around these situations. Storm Spirit spots out Tiger, but BZM is here. Pops out of Invis, pulverized down, Storm stunned, gets blown up. Yuragi, he'll claim the life of Noob.
Wow.
That's looking good for OG.
He was very alone there on Storm. I mean, playing that aggressively when he had the vision as well before on the Morphling being nearby. He didn't expect the Primal Beast and suddenly goes down very quickly to that. Chain stun, of course, with the Morph.
Malik just dropping the walls on Yuragi whenever he can. Create these morphling illusions. There can be only one of us. Yuragi kills it.
Yeah.
Defend his tier 1 for as long as possible.
The illusions are very strong if you can keep them alive, but he uses Adaptive Strike to kill the illusion as fast as possible as well on the side of Yuragi, so he realizes doesn't want more of them.
Kind of interesting the state of Dota we're in nowadays, because I think back, and a phrase we used to use quite a lot is like, laning phase is breaking down. Everyone's starting to rotate and move around. And sure, we've had that in this game. Top lane broke down, moved into mid. But bottom lane is still in the laning stage. It's 14 minutes in. Morphling and Darkseer are still in this 1v1. Tier 1 tower still up.
Pretty
laning
much.
Away.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't have a reason to leave the lane, you want to stay and protect your tier 1 tower. And Morphling is doing a good job holding it. It does get increasingly dangerous to stay here for him, though. But there's not that many things that can kill him. Storm has his Witchblade now and has a DD rune, so it could get a bit dicey if they decide to dive him. Sees the people.
We'll have some backup arriving. Oh, Yuragi, straight into vision. Oh, gets the waveform off. Shifted strength a little bit, and now the onslaught forward. BZM aiming for Malik. Pops the mech. The adaptive strike going to push him out as the Song of the Sirens there with the supernova. Comboing up with this Naga Phoenix, trying to land it onto Tiger here. The Tide Hunter over the Ravage, connects on the Darkseer and the Phoenix, stunning them up. Malik running back away as Noob. He'll turn onto Tiger and kill him off. BZM with a second round of onslaught, charging in and trampling forward, but BZM's dead to Noob Storm. A double kill for him. Omar finally sniped out in the end, as Yuragi, not too much left in the tank on this Morphling, can't stick around. DM and Seb on the run now. T2000's got the vision and snares up the Enchantress. And they should have the magic damage here to follow through on Seb. They know there's no more lockdown, no Ravage, no real stuns. And they don't want to dive too far just for a support kill with OG respawning quickly. Tiger, he's back here with the Meteor Hammer coming in. Naga Siren, she went too deep. Seb has baited her in, and there's the tip.
Yeah, and that's the problem with using the song for the combo. He can't keep playing this aggressively there. Played as though he still has the song TP out, but it's on cooldown and gets brought down in the end. I was gonna say that was a pretty good fight for them overall. They didn't lose the Storm. They, lost the Darkseer, but they got a kill on the Primal Beast. Pretty happy with how that went for them. Up Regen Rune. Storm gets his hand on it. Yeah.
He does. Dodges the Centaur Stomp at the same time. Yeah, just that little chase too far, right? The fight went well. The Ravage got spent. Quest all looking good. And then they decide to chase Seb.
Look at bottom tower though. They're sieging up now using the Morphling and the Tidehunter because they realize that there's no Phoenix Egg. They don't have the Darkseer wall and they don't have songs, so just start pushing tower.
Storm going forward on Tiger. Pretty free here for Noob to play aggressively. And with that Sunray over the top, we'll kill off him and his tombstone. Omar's walked into a pretty dangerous neighborhood. I don't know what he was doing there. He walks up, stands there. He was channeling Onslaught. That's what was going on.
It changes name when he was casting it. So I was checking it. It's like being Onslaught or something when you cast
really?
It. Or begin Onslaught, I guess.
Oh, Seb. Been cleared out in the mid lane. Quest picking up the pace again. Yeah, they've decided. Now is the time to fight. Battling bottom, swinging into mid, looking for these tier 1s. And DM has been sat by this twin gate for about a minute now, popping his head back and forth.
Yeah,
trying to drag waves.
It's tough to stay mid. They're trying to go in on Morphling. He has Manta though.
And a waveform. Sunray, a little irritating, but tier 1 tower. Glyphed up for now by OG, holding back Quest. While this is all happening, Primal Beast has actually got on the tier 2 top lane. Seb with a very forward TP into mid. High ground vision there, going to give OG a little glimpse of what's going on across the river. Malik, impetus shots landing into the back of his head, but that's OG defending their mid tier 1.
Yeah, they're defending it pretty well, considering that they didn't have Primal Beast as well. Primal Beast even showing that he cannot be there by cutting the wave top and then TPing back home. Quest were trying to make a play with it, but they couldn't. Now the Arcane Rune Tide is sieging down mid. They smoke around. Not sure what they can find with this, because all of OG are still sticking very close together. All while this is happening though, Naga is enjoying so much space right now. He's opting to go for a Manta into Heart build. So going for a very defensive second item Heart here to get some HP in. Also allows him to be a bit more aggressive with the illusions. There's no great way to kill the illusions here for the side of OG. Obviously you can trample.
Well, that's the thing. Is the Heart like a direct response to trample? Like, I make my illusions tanky now. You can't kill them.
I mean, it's the general thing for Naga, but doing its second item is just a sign that he's a little bit more disciplined, I guess you could say, than if he went for something like an Orchid or a Butterfly here to try and increase his farm rate as well as his farm kill potential.
DM trying to make his life a little more hellish. Killing off some illusions, kicking tier 2000 out of that bottom right corner. Meteor Hammer and Pipe. Halfway to Blink. Tide having a very, very solid game.
Yeah, he has that that type, and there's the responding Greaves on the side of Darkseer, so both teams have a little bit of 5-man aura items.
Only 3 occult bracelets this game, sadly. We had 6 in the last game. Everyone choosing that item as their primary tier 1 choice.
If you don't pick Occult Bracelet in general, I mean, you better hope that it's a really good item that you're picking instead, because that's basically a tier 2 item. It's so strong.
It's so good. I have difficulty choosing between that and Trusty Shovel when I'm playing POS 5. I just love the shovel. Even late game, I just swapping it into my slot. Oh, it's a bounty rune. I'm prospecting with my kobold.
It's understandable. And we see Storm.
Jump on Seb. Yeah, should be able to take him down even through the level 2 Nature's Attendants. They've got another couple of spells from Omar and Malik. Does take a little bit longer.
Oh, he managed to get Pulverized on mid lane, though, on Rubik. That was really nice, actually. And his Blink Pulverized level 2 on Rubik. This is very, very good. I mean, you're a level 10 hero casting a level 2 ulti. You're happy just with that. But Pulverized on Rubik is fantastic because of the extra range. It actually repositions the hero that you targeted to be closer to Rubik. So you can yoink people. It's a mini Batrider lasso.
That's pretty cool. I'm going to drag them back in, vacuum them across, drift them all the way across the map.
True.
Primal Beast denying that mid-tier 1, finally falling.
Yeah, I think Storm and Rubik's very strong. They're going together here for the Wisdom Rune play. They're a little bit too late, though. The Wisdom Rune is already going to get snagged up early here by Seb, who's over there stacking the Ancients as well. So this was a nice idea, but they were just like 5 seconds too late to execute this.
Oh, like ships in the night, they pass by. Noob realizes it's already gone. Oh, gee, they're in the pit.
Oh, gotta use your Gush and your Undying. Got some very good things here for taking Roche fast, and of course Morphling has more than enough damage to bring this down. do they realize they're smoking over? They definitely had wards that saw them in this area, so...
They know something's not quite right. BZM gathering Lotuses on the right-hand side. And TA2000 with a song coming in. Tombstone looks like it might be focused. Supernova's dropped by the Phoenix as well. Bash from the Roshan. The Supernova's going to land as the song ends, so still well timed by Quest. Malik's wall is down, but a scrappy fight. Quest is struggling here. Malik's getting blown up. They've taken down the Darks here. Naga's got to get the hell out of here. And Storm Spirit hasn't really made a mark in this. You're right, they have lost BZM. The Primal Beast is gone. And now another jump in, Noob. This is where he can show things off. Tiger getting blown up. Uragi back in on top of the Storm. Trying to battle with Noob and TA2000. But Noob is back up to high ground. Balling away from the Imter shots. And Uragi looking to stand his ground against the Naga Siren. But it's easier said than done. So Roshan for now halted. A buyback from the Undying. But in comes Quest again for round 3 of this fight. But Uragi says absolutely not. Waveforms forward aggressively. And with Seb, they blow them up. Both support's gone, and Noob, he's going to spend all his mana to get a bit of distance. TA2000 can try and hold him back, but he's so slow on the Storm, the Tide, and Enchantress, they're moving forward to kill him off.
Oh boy, they lost so much. I mean, yeah, a buyback came out from Undying, but who cares? He is so happy with this. Taiga even got the kill on Noob, so he got paid back for that, that buyback that he used. Fantastic fight there overall for OG. A lot of it comes down to when Naga ran in there, feeling very confident and strong with their heart. Her supports also followed along. They ran in with both Terori and Omar as though they are equally unkillable. OG said, nah, we just waveform forward, kill both the supports, and it doesn't matter how tanky your Naga is. She doesn't have any DPS yet. The Heart Naga doesn't really threaten to kill Morphling very quickly. That's why like Orchid would have been an option to maybe be more aggressive, but still, he has Manta Lincolns. Even that wouldn't work. Uragi now looking very unkillable. Manta Lincolns, Aegis of the Immortal. This is a Morphling ready to take over the game.
Oh, he sure is. Now, you know, OG, if they can weather out that first combo, that song into Supernova, they just outlast it. They can keep these fights going for as long as possible. Like BZM dying, causing chaos in the backlines. It's not a massive deal if they can keep that Morphling alive and fighting. Yeah. BZM with that BKB and Blink Dagger now.
That's all he
needs. I saw Orchid soon on Enchantress, right?
Yeah, he has it. He has completed the entire thing, so they have some silence to be absolutely amazing against this lineup that they're playing into. Against Storm, obviously, he doesn't have a save for it yet. He is going BKB, but needs a lot of gold. And the Phoenix, also a great target to just use a simple silence on. So bottom now, tier 2 tower going down fast as we see the Morphling slapping it down. They're even going for the steal. So Tormentor gonna take it out here at 24 minutes.
And grab up a freebie shard. And this was a slight net worth lead for Quest. They've felt pretty good with Nagasaran farming the entire game. They were about 4k ahead not a couple of minutes ago now. It's all dead even.
They got lucky as well. They had a 50-50 for getting a shard that you actually care about. So either you get Little Friends, which is, well, not great. You get one more enchant creep, but Little Friends are not...
Garbaggio.
They're not useful here. But getting the Tombstone save, now he can grab allies. That shard was nerfed recently in a way, but it's still pretty damn good. The initial cast, you can cast it on a hero, and it eats the hero immediately. Other than that, the hero has the target to get in.
Oh, Malik! Chain stunned into oblivion. The tendrils into pulverized. Take him down.
Yeah, they have really strong pick-off with these heroes now, with Morphling being online and ready. Tidehunter, he's been moving around the map for ages now.
And up top, Enchantress gets the silence down to the Storm Spirit. Seb taking a while to kill, but he's dead in the end, and this is going to force Quest Hand to Song and TP out. Deal with the illusions as they've been left there.
And they get out of the area. Storm still hanging around though, going for a kill pickup.
Yeah, trying to zip in onto BZM, but he gets off his BKB and the Pulverize. No follow-through stuns, so BZM a little bit of danger here, Glimmer. But Tiger has so many saves. Pavis, Glimmer, Tombstone's there as well if needs be. And BZM goes back in again. He's probably going to die for this with the Vortex out. Noob will kill him off and then ball TP away. Very aggressive from BZM there to kill the Phoenix.
That was very aggressive, and it cost him as well. He gave away over 800 golds to Quest there with his death, so not really worth it. Mid lane we see TM just not caring about these illusions at all. standing against the Naga illusions. I think Naga, her itemization might have been a mistake this game, because we see, even though she had a fantastic start and overall quests were doing quite well, she only now completes Butterfly, and her DPS is still not really going to be sufficient to deal with Tidehunter or Morphling even.
Yeah, we see in the previous fight, just ignore the Naga, kill everybody else off. Focus Storm, kill the Rubik.
Yeah.
Maybe take down the egg.
Probably going to see the same game plan there. And by the way, speaking of egg... Alright, I was going to talk about Phoenix, but then I just watched...
Eggchantress?
Eggchantress. Eggchantress is what I was going to say. True, Gareth. Yeah, the Phoenix, the Eggman himself, has the Hex now completed. His first item at 27 minutes. He waited a long time for this item. Finally has it. They need to make some big plays around it. It's tricky, though, because there's still Lincolns on the Morphling. You need to trigger it first, and Phoenix can't do it himself. So you need to pair up, basically, the Rubik and the Phoenix. But either way, you gotta wait out the Aegis at least.
That is one hell of an inventory, isn't it? The Phoenix with Tranquil's Scythe.
It looks so dead. It looks so empty, dude. I feel bad watching it, but...
It's wild.
Phoenix is the type of hero who can do this. In general, though, seeing all these empty inventory slots makes me feel bad. It's like, as a core player, it doesn't sit well with me.
Buy some branches, bro.
Fill in. I mean, it's post 27 minutes. Buy some Wraith Bands. A ton of armor, you know, get some stuff.
That's the play.
He knows what he's doing.
That's the voice you listen to. You listen to Wagga, not me. I say branches. He says Wraith Bands.
Yeah, I mean, branches might be more affordable, at least, as he's not too rich here. Top, we see a big move here coming out from OG. Smoking up and portaling through.
And even glimmering pre-portal.
Yeah, well, sneak in. I mean, you can't really be that sneaky, because even in Fog of War, you see when the portal is channeling. So you should actually periodically just look at the portal, see if the enemy are going through it, even if it's Fog of War. Phoenix in dangerous territory here.
TA 2000 is going to slip away, though.
Radiant's middle tower.
It's going to be fine.
So is Kiori.
Yeah.
OG just grouping up, making sure there's no easy access here for Quest to move out across the map. There's going to be smoke from them.
They're getting kind of just choked into the base here. They're doing a good job trying to kill off the illusions. They stopped the mid creep wave from being cut right now with the Primal Beast ulti. So that will give them some space, but here comes the smoke gang.
Yeah, they know there's no Aegis. Very important fight here for Quest.
See if they can hex this Morphling. Oh, he's already out.
He's already waveformed down.
And meanwhile, OG are just... Oh, God damn you, Seb.
I'm sorry.
OG, yeah. Seb. They're just chilling. They're not really rushing here in this game. Seb has farmed up a Dragonlance with his Orchid, and now upgrades to get the Hurricane Pike as well. And just kind of building up. And even taking out the Tormentor now. Getting themselves a shard over on Primal Beast. So Rock Throw is here. I mean, any AoE damage helps when you're against the Naga. You kind of just need more.
Oh, for sure. What's the situation heading into late game in this one?
I would definitely favor... I would probably favor Radiant, actually. Ench becomes pretty strong. Morphling can become really, really powerful if he gets the Aghanim Scepter against the Naga at some point as well. Turn into the Naga, you know, feels great. You have the Aghanims upgraded End Snare as well at that point, which can go through BKB, so even if Storm was to go for that, would be a good solve. I don't know, I think I favor Radiant, but there's going to be a power spike that they'll play around instead, is more likely. Probably just going to get the Satanic on Morphling, and that's going to be when you fight. He's not too far away from it right now.
It's a pretty big departure from game one, the triple hands of Midas, looking to scale late game, into this one where they probably feel comfortable heading there.
Yeah, they're also very close, 400 gold away from Aghanim Scepter now and Primal Beast. So getting this Aghanims will be very useful for them. Getting way more AoE damage against the Naga. You can actually bring down the illusions. And
like, just look at bottom lane. Morphling is struggling to kill off illusions on his own. Needs Tide's help there.
Yeah, they're tough to kill. Naga was queuing up an Orchid. Oh, mid has Seb overstepped.
He's still pretty tanky, but with that punch and the Sunray, I do burn through the Bambi.
Normal punch is not to be underestimated this game. Normal punch against Morphling can be pretty powerful. It's a good counter because you get those super strong illusions and then immediately wall of replica and then vacuum as well. Normal punch also has true strike, so you don't have to worry about the butterfly.
That's a guaranteed hit. BZM ensnared up. Naga, Rubik, and the rest of Quest arriving in on top of this primal beast, and he disappears pretty quickly. And this is all around a pretty speedy Roshan respawn as well, but Quest not bothered with that. They're looking at the enemy base, thinking, hey, 45 seconds, that's quite a window for us to go high ground and start chipping away at tier 3s.
Yeah, definitely. It's not looking too good for them as they're stuck in base here. And she's gonna respawn and help with the defense a little bit, but TA2000 just hitting high ground here. Not feeling too threatened.
Illusion stolen by Seb. Orchid out as well. Nagasaran still pretty happy with this. And at the same time, Storm chipping away at the mid tier 3.
And he gets an arcane rune spawning. They have a ward on it, so he's going to back up and go for that. Roche is up now. So the big play here is which team can angle for the next team fight and get themselves this Aegis guaranteed. OG do have the gem on Tidehunter, so at least they won't walk into some vision and get caught out. You can always check the clips and high grounds, or even find the Naga as he sneaks in with Silver Edge. But I still think Quest are in a better position for this Roche.
Yeah, I mean, Rubik's got attribute shift. The best position they could ever be in. What a spell.
Get some extra strength.
Just don't misclick. We all know that video.
Full agi?
Yeah.
Against an Invoker, Sunstrike?
Getting Sunstruck over and over again. Hello, Seb. Oh, goodbye, Seb. In with the Silver Edge and out with the Enchantress. Now, OG, decisions to be made. They go with the Tendrils and the Onslaught forward, aiming for the Nagasaran, but she's so damn tanky. Supernova's out with the Sunray trying to swing around and come on top, but the Ravages are good and Malik's gone. Quest trying to fight around his twin gate, but OG deciding just to TP the hell out of here. DM wants to escape, but in comes the Rubik with a stolen Ravage. Oh, he's caught them all. Now you're in trouble, OG. They've hexed up the Morphling, trying to shift to strength. The Tendrils are coming, but the Morphling's dead. DM is stuck in between staircases here. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide as OG get wiped.
Yeah, so the Morphling dying, do you know what he took damage from? He took 700 damage from Phoenix, 600 damage from Storm, okay, 600 damage from Naga. That's all fine and good. He took 3,100 damage from 26 auto attacks from Morphling. So, about that Darkseer countering Morphling, you know, like, laning stage, yeah, Morphling is happy, but post-laning stage, Darkseer smiles all the way to the bank. He got that Aghanim Scepter and the Wall of Replica. Those illusions just pour through the Morphling there.
Goodness gracious me. And then they've already prepped for this. The tier 3s are pretty low, so they just go straight back up high ground. Retreat to the statue.
This is pretty beautiful. I like that they don't even decide to go for the Roche. Just go deal damage. They identify the timing. You can get the bottom racks, get the mid racks. And now, how are you going to get out of the base even if you're Radiant? It's going to be very hard. You're against Naga and you lost your racks. And 35-minute Wisdom Rune is spawning, and Rubik's on top of the game here. He's taking it. Oh, they're fermenting the Wisdom Rune too? Oh boy. They got a fermented one on their side. Oh, that's good stuff right there, Gareth. That's the shit right there.
Oh, yes. Beautiful. 30-day aged Wisdom Runes.
Fine year.
Yeah, I mean, Noob was pinging it out, saying, hey, go across those Wisdom Runes like, a minute and a half ago while they were pushing high ground. I've got everything planned out ahead. My God, Omar's Rubik, game 1 was pretty solid, pretty damn good. Game 2, showing this is to be feared. This man on Rubik, you cannot let him get away with this.
Yeah, debating with the Morphling. Everybody's here. They're getting scouted out though.
Yeah, DM is very forward. In comes the Ravage again though, and the Morphling's focused. Uragi's just disappeared off of my screen. DM stuck in the middle of the wall. The vacuum tiger's gone as well. And that might just be it for OG. TA2000 on the double kill and BZM being hounded by this noob Storm. Straight onto the Primal Beast. Onslaught away, a bit of distance for him, but Malik surged up and Storm's out of mana now. TA2000 does kill off Seb, but the rest of them really gunning for this Primal Beast to get another full team wipe.
What a surprise.
I feel like this Linken's gives you a false sense of security. They're baiting with the Morphling like, oh, they can't kill me. I have Linken's Manta BKB. it actually doesn't save you that much because Rubik has a Lincoln's break and then an instant cast disable right afterwards. He just Fade Bolts lifts, and that was the initiation. Then they follow up with a Hex from the Phoenix, and you're gonna be dead before this combo is done. So yeah, this game had a lot of things going well for OG.